What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you for joining us on the podcast today. So you remember we talked about it doing a 3-podcast series on our favorite guy that just keep giving us all the material is Roland Martin. Now, we talked about Roland Martin last time, telling, Biden that he has 90 days to make sure that they get the For the People Act passed, and make it, I guess, a little threat about, you're going to have 5,000 people show up at the front gate, So if you heard that podcast, go check it out. But now on this podcast, Roland had made a video after Jeff Bezos. He gave $100 million to Van Jones. Now, if you didn't know about Roland's been talking about getting ad dollars for black media outlets. Now you may say, well, Phil, that should be a good thing. You should be behind Roland on that because, that'll help you, that'll help him, that'll help everybody. Yeah, but then if you keep listening to Roland long enough and keep paying attention to what he means by black media, he don't mean black media. He don't mean me and him and anybody else. No, he uses black media, but he means himself. He don't mean all of us, okay? So Roland been on this campaign with Byron Allen and many others to try to pressure white-owned companies to give them advertising dollars. And I'm going to talk about Byron Allen too, because Byron Allen, he needs to be addressed, and some questions need to be asked about him in the situation of Roland. So Roland, we all knew Roland was going to be salty. He was like, oh my God, wait till Roland hear this. And Roland heard it. And listen, I'm going to play this video. And, as a man, I'm just feel ashamed for Roland. But let's hear this, because we're going to stop it as we need to, but let's go.
Show what was Amazon's investment with black-owned media. He didn't have the information, but he said that what I had to say was correct in terms of what I was speaking about. So here we have Jeff Bezos awarding $100 million to Van Jones and $100 million to Chef Andre, and they can do whatever they want with it. That, y'all, is philanthropy. That's aid. Remember what he said. They can give it to their own charity and give it to other charities. That's philanthropy. That's aid. I'm talking about investment. Now, let me break this thing down.
Oh.
My frat brother, Todd Brown, we've been working on this whole thing for marketing. This is what he sent me. He said, Stephanie Chevalier, research expert covering internet and e-commerce. This is what she said. In the fiscal year 2020, Amazon's marketing spending amounted to roughly $22 billion.
And Roland, is there money to spend? Roland, now he's going to break down all the things that Amazon is spending now, okay? And I'm going to keep playing him a little bit because it's a point I'm making with this. Roland pointed out that Jeff Bezos gave out the $100 million to Van Jones and to that chef. He said it was philanthropy. Okay, cool. That's what Jeff Bezos want to do. But let's continue rolling.
Up from 18.9 billion US dollars. According to Amazon, the company's marketing costs primarily consisted of targeted online advertising, TV ads, and related spending on marketing staff. The online retailers' most relevant marketing channels include third-party customer referrals, sponsored search, social and online advertising, the aforementioned television advertising, and other initiatives. So let's just say it's $20 billion. If Jeff Bezos announces that Amazon will spend 10% of its annual marketing budget with black-owned media, that means that, listen to me, because I need y'all to listen to what I'm saying. That means that black-owned media would get $2 billion alone from Amazon.
Now you hearing Roland? I mean, he didn't got this all in his head. I mean, boy, when Van Jones got that $100 million, I mean, so he started looking at their advertising budget for the year. How much did they spend? Where it goes, etc. So Roland's saying now that, you know what, if Amazon spend this percentage, it'll be $2 billion for black-owned media. But now understand something. Roland don't mean all of us now. But like I said, because I'm going somewhere with this. Let's continue with Roland before we really dive into it.
That's 10%. Now, just for the purpose of this conversation, if Roland Martin Unfiltered and my media company, New Vision Media, if we received just 5% of the 10%, I don't want to go too fast for some of y'all who are not good in math, $20 billion. If they commit 10% to black-owned media, it's $2 billion. That means that if we got 5% of just the $2 billion, that means that we, with just 5% of the $2 billion, would receive $100 million in advertising every year.
All right, Roland. Oh, God. So you broke it all down, Roland. You basically want $100 million for you. Notice he keeps saying, well, they give us. He didn't say black media. He didn't keep the drumbeat on black media. He's focusing on him. $100 million. Okay, Roland. Before you're going to continue with your pipe dream and everything, let me talk business, Roland, because I know you don't like to talk about that too much. But Roland, why would Amazon invest $100 million into you, Roland? Why? Roland, first and foremost, you're on YouTube like I'm on YouTube. Roland, YouTube gets about 1 billion views and more per day. Roland, I don't get 1 billion views per day on my channel, and I know you don't get 1 billion views a day on your channel, but YouTube does. You're on the YouTube platform. Now, if you had that much traffic on your website, it would be a good play to go holler at you on your website, right? But that's not happening. You're building up. You're on YouTube, okay, just like anybody else. I mean, I don't know what you're doing on your website or whatever. Now, what we're doing on our website, which we have an update going on over there right now. We're going to have a brand new thing. We post content that we can't post on YouTube over there. That's what we do. And once we get our new update going, we're definitely going to launch some more things and push harder on our website. But Roland, if how many views you get a month, okay? I don't care, but you're not getting 1 billion views a month. So if I was Amazon and I got money to spend, should I get the money to YouTube itself, the platform, and I can have my ad possibly on a platform that gets 1 billion views per day, or you that's getting, I don't know, a couple of 100,000 views a day? I mean, come on, let's just think business here. How are you going to recoup that money? Just as a businessman, if you're giving out 100 million, then you want to get 200 to 300 million off of it. That is a big investment into you, Roland. And Roland, what are you actually talking about on there? A bunch of Democrat shilling. Okay. Now, Amazon was nice enough to send somebody to come holler at you. And maybe, Roland, you could have got some ad dollars from Amazon. But see, your problem is, like the old people say, you think you're too big for your britches. That's your problem. Let me tell you something. If Amazon came over here and say, you know what, African diaspora, we want to run some ads with y'all. We will spend, can we spend $2,000 or $3,000 with y'all or whatever? I'm like, hey, give me the ads. I don't need no 100 million. Give me give me the ads. The reason why I think different, I don't need $100 million to run that. Roland, you ain't got $100 million now. So come on, bruh. Come on, bro. $100 million, really? Really? Now, when somebody gives you $100 million, they done vetted you already. They done vetted Van Jones. They know Van Jones is not going to focus on black empowerment. Well, we know you're not going to focus on it either. But still, Roland, I mean, come on, bro. Van Jones was tied in with Obama and them. He was in the freaking White House. You remember that? So he got more connections than you. I mean, people give out money for certain play, man. So Roland, no. And now I want y'all to hear what Roland wanted to use $100 million for. Let's continue.
How much did he give to Van Jones and Chef Jose? $100 million each.
Pocket watching, man.
One time, charitable donation, $100 million.
God bless him.
$100 million could come to us every year. That means in 5 years, we would have gotten $500 million in advertising alone. Okay, so
Hold on, man. You should see Roland bucking them eyes for real, boy, bucking them eyes. So wait a minute. Roland not only wants $100 million, okay, and we still don't know what he's gonna do with it, but he wants $100 million a year. You want $500 million in Africa? Oh my God, Roland. How did you fix your mouth to say this? Listen, you should have stuck with the $100 million, but now you want it every year. So what are you going to burn $100 million on, brother? Let's continue.
Allow me to see, this is why I need y'all to start seeing stuff differently and stop getting excited when companies make announcements that are charitable announcements. Black America is not going to be changed by philanthropy. Listen to me again. Black America is not going to be changed by philanthropy. I was running the numbers earlier, and I was running the numbers earlier, and I was speaking about this, and I was trying to help some people who did not quite understand what I was saying, as I was trying to get them to come to the realization of what we're talking about here and how these things matter.
You're Roland. No, I'm going to agree with Roland. Pace of people giving you money is not going to really fix the black community. Unification, empowering ourselves, teaching ourselves, building our own economy, assuring up our political structure, just a few things, right, will help us. Roland up here wants $500 million in 5 years, okay? He wants Jeff Bezos' money. He people around him, if you heard him, is telling him, Roland, bruh, like, you kind of tripping, man. That's basically what his people around him is telling him. But he is so convinced that he done got it figured out about how he should get $100 million a year of Jeff Bezos' money. Let's keep going.
Because I think what happens is, again, we sometimes get so fixated and caught up in just the same old. Let's say we got the $100 million. Let's just say that we created a starting salary of $100,000. Okay, that means that if we decided to hire 400 people.
400 people? Roland, 400 people, bruh? And do you know, let me tell you something. I went to the Houston area black journalist mixer, There are people that are making, yes, in journalism, some of them only making 31,000 to start. Now Roland's saying 100,000. Okay, that's a decent salary. Okay, but Roland said he wants 400 people to work for him. Roland, doing what? You don't need 400 people. Let me tell you something. Let me just go. Let me just really just dive in at it. Roland, if he would want to, let's say, if he wanted someone in all 50 states, which normally we are in all 50 states, but let's just say he just hypothetical 50 states. That means you need a reporter and you need a camera person. Let's say you want, okay, for all 50 states, reporter, camera person, that's 100 people, right? Let's say that. But you really don't even need that much to cover anything anymore. But let's hear this asinine thing that Roland's doing while I'm gonna ride down on it.
Listen to me clearly. If we decided to hire 400 people, 400 black journalists, take it 500.
Oh,
500.
Lord, now you say 500.
Right now we got 15 people. If we got 100 million for Amazon alone, and we ain't talking about General Motors, McDonald's, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Nissan, Ford, Target, and all the rest of these companies. We talk about none of these companies.
So he won 100 million a year from Amazon, Jeff Bezos, and he's still talking about more money from Coca-Cola and all the other ones. I mean, are y'all really listening to Roland right now? I mean, Roland's eyes are just like, Roland, he's in another world.
This is just Amazon alone. If we did that, that means that we would spend $50 million on salary alone, hiring 500 people. Y'all, we got 50 left. Now, let me ask you this question. What do you think is more impactful? No, let me scratch that, because both are impactful. Which means that both should be done. So if Amazon commits 10% to black-owned media, if McDonald's commits its $3 billion it spends to black-owned media, now that becomes $300 million.
Oh my God.
Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Target, GM. Y'all, I'm just saying black-owned media. I'm not saying, you can talk about black event companies, black limousine companies, black transportation companies, black food companies. See, what we've done is we have allowed people to play us small.
Oh my God. Okay. And Roland continues with this, y'all, for almost 30 minutes. But I wanted to play all that to say this. This was the most embarrassing video for me to hear as a black man and also as a businessman. Let me tell you why. There's ways for you to get funding, Roland. It's called business loans. It's called business line of credit. Maybe you can, all your Democrat friends, you mean to tell me they can't earmark you no money in a bill? I mean, Maxine Waters had earmarked money for Revolt to get started. Why is it that Maxine Waters or your Democrat friends in the CBC isn't earmarking you government money, brother? And what, you know what I'm saying? I would go that route more so than trying to ask Jeff Bezos to give you $100 million a year, and you talk about McDonald's, and you talking about all, like, I don't see how this man pocket watching these companies. Now, the one you need to go ask money for advertising is Byron Allen. Byron Allen has a lot of television stations that he's running, okay? Why didn't you mention Byron Allen? Where's your advertising dollars from your black brother? Why you want to go and target Amazon and target all these white corporations? Why are you begging? You could ask, hey, I would like to advertise with your XYZ, but dude, you begging Jeff Bezos, man. Where's your self-respect and pride as a man? And the whole time you talking, you bucking your eyes. I know you're bucking your eyes, hoping Jeff Bezos see the video, man. And he gonna if he see this video, he gonna laugh at you because you literally broke it down. How you gonna spend Jeff Bezos' money? You wanted more money than what Van Jones got. You want $100 million a year, not a one-time thing, a year. Then later in this particular video, Roland gets real demanding about it. Let me see if I can play that part.
We have actually spent more money buying products from Amazon than the show has ever gotten in advertising dollars from Amazon.
Roland, by that particular logic that you have, McDonald's has gotten more money out of a lot of people than they give to them. Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola got to give me a bunch of money, even though I don't really drink Coke like that. But I'm saying the years I've drunk Coca-Cola in my life, they owe me a big check now? Or did I buy the product because I wanted it? It was a choice. Roland, you're shopping with Amazon on your own. Roland, you chose the items you wanted and you got Amazon because Amazon's convenient. Why does Amazon owe you anything? Now, if you feel they owe you something, Roland, just don't shop with them no more. So you know what? They don't really fool with black people like that. But didn't you admit, Roland, that Amazon recently had a whole thing for black entrepreneurs to help them get their items to sell on Amazon? I saw it. So I know they did it. And wouldn't it be money better spent to help out many black people or just $100 million for you? See, this is my problem with Roland. Roland don't care about black media. Roland uses the term black so he can get benefits. There ain't no way I'm going to make a video or a podcast or something telling some corporation, whether white, black, or whoever, that they got to give me some money because they gave this person some money. Like, come, man, get your own funding, Roland. Get out there and make a good show. The brothers and sisters will donate to you. Let me tell you something. I have no funding with no one. The advertisers that you see we have on our main news channel, Roland, it comes from small businesses in our community. We have a price for small business in our community. We also have prices for big corporations. We have our own prices for why we do things. But we don't care if it's 30 advertisers, we'll take them. Because you know what? Why don't you start small, Roland? Help black people that's starting their business. Yeah, y'all work out a deal. You pay them or whatever. Listen, our advertising, we do it for the month. There's YouTubers that will charge $3,000 for one video. We don't charge nowhere near that. And we give you a month's worth of advertising. And I'm happy with that. Because at least some black businesses are advertising. We got some advertising dollars coming in. It helps to pay, the staff and everything that we have. And you know what? With time, that will grow. I'm not going to go to no Amazon talking about give me $100 million. I'm not going to go to no Coca-Cola telling me, oh, well, you spending this much, or McDonald's, you spending this much. They going to do what they want to do with their money. I'm not going to beg them for nothing. I'm like, look, we going to get it how we get it. We going to make sure our business has value to the people. The people can donate to you. If they choose to. People donate all the time to our show. People send money orders. Things like that monthly. And we thank the people that send money orders and people that donate monthly, or people that join our YouTube channel memberships, or people that have joined our Patreon, or people that have joined our website. We appreciate all of that. And that helps. The thing is, Roland, you make yourself look bad. You only want money for yourself. You're selfish. You're using the black people to try to get things in your back pocket, and it's something you've been doing. You really kind of expose yourself. And then you got the nerve to say Amazon owe you something because you bought some items. Come on, bro. I mean, in this the person y'all listening to? His own people around him, he admitted, told him, Roland, man, that don't even sound right, man. But the people got to kind of be, let him make it because maybe, they work with him or whatever. So he put a little paper in their pockets, they letting him make it. But man, look, this is embarrassing, man. This is embarrassing. If you had pushed unification on your platform and you push black empowerment on your platform, you can get some dollars. People maybe come together and say, man, let's get Roland, do this for Roland, do that for Roland, man. Because one thing I know about the black community, I'm a living witness of it. If you out here doing what's right by your community will support you. Black people will support you. They will. And you don't need $100 million to do this work. You don't need that. It would be nice, but I don't even need that. Even the media has changed. People doing what I've been doing for years. They're doing things from their home-based studios. You can build a whole studio in your house if you got the room. You don't need no brick and mortar no more. Look at my crew. I got a journalist in Kenya, Sister One Gail. I got one here in Houston, that Sister Demetria. They making content in their prospective areas. Okay, they're not going into the one central location. I got an editor here in Houston. I got a brother Elvis as well in Kenya, and I got another editor that helps me that lives in Sri Lanka right now. So if I'm doing it and I'm getting nowhere near that, what you talking about, and we put up a daily show, we doing, 3 to 4 different channels, website, we doing so many different things on a small crew. And we not getting nowhere near no $100 million. Do the work, Roland. Stop begging them white folks for their money, man. You don't feel ashamed of yourself bucking your eyes that much in this video because you saw Van Jones get some money. If anybody, you say you cool with Van Jones, well, maybe Van Jones will cut you something. But you're pocket watching and hating. He ain't gonna get. I wouldn't give you nothing. You know what I'm saying? If Roland, you was for the right thing, Van Jones would be like, man, let me go ahead on and give Roland a little bit to get this black media out here. You know what I'm saying? But you went about it all wrong. And that's why you're not going to get nothing. And that's why you're not going to amount to anything but shameless begging, being a lackey for the Democrat Party, and losing constantly. Oh, Lord. Not me. I can't live like that, ladies and gentlemen. That's not nothing. I can't. I don't believe in perpetually losing. I can't. I would. I said, look, we got to do something else because But don't y'all be like Roland, begging white folk. Do it yourself. Lean on your community. Your community will support you. Just put in the work.